look over there? Big red lips and long blonde hair. Say, come here, baby, let me get you stare. Like the way you walk when you walk over there. Hey, yeah, would you look over there? Long black boots and long hair. Say, come here, baby, let me get you stare. Like the way you walk when you walk over there. Ain't no girl like, ain't no girl like that. No girl like that. I just want to talk to you. Talk to you. Come on, let's drive around. Take the top down, fool around. Come on, let's drive around. Take the top down, fool around. Hey!
Yeah, baby.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
Hey, now, would you look over there? Big red lips and long blonde hair. Say, come here, baby, let me get you a stare. Like the way you walk when you walk over there.
Woo! All right. How you doing, folks? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report today for Tuesday. It is August 13th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Ruby Tuesday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Raymond Report Sports Handicapping System, where each and every day we do talk about value, percentage play, performance cycles, player availability, and we always use a strict money management system. Come learn more about the Raymond Report today at atsstats.com, and check out the free Raymond Report. If you go to the top of the website, click on MLB, and then once you get to MLB, you'll see a pull-down menu and go to the game of your choice. And let's say you want to see the game between the Texas Rangers and the Boston Red Sox, then you go to that, and it's going to pull up right here. Scroll down, you see all the information. It's all for free right here at atsstats.com, and at the bottom you get some of our top stats and trends that we give out here each and every day here at the website. All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you're located on the World Wide Web. My name is Ron Raymond, a 5-time sports handicapper champion based out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. It's a nice sunny day here today in the nation's capital. It's going to reach about 27, so it could be a good day to go on the links, and hopefully it's a nice day where you're at. Hopefully you had a nice Monday. Hopefully you're able to cash out on a cash out Monday, and getting ready for a Ruby Tuesday where we take you to the winner's circle each and every day. We have one objective, and that is number one,
can we have fun?
And number two,
I want winners.
and that's what we try to do here on a daily basis, give you fun and winners, so this way you can get to the winner's circle and fill up a little bit of your bankroll with a little bit of cash. All right. Hey, you know what? Not a bad day yesterday. 2-1 with my selections here on the section here on the premium picks. I gave out the free pick of the day was Cleveland Guardians. Had the Texas Rangers on the run line, and I had San Francisco in that 1-0 shutout to Atlanta. And you got to get, you got to tip your hat to both pitchers last night in San Fran, Sell and Snell. Sell and Snell sounds like a good bar. And yeah, they did pretty good. They pitched a really gem last night. That was old school pitching right there. Those two guys, two old veterans going at it. And it reminds you of the old Pedro and Roger Clemens days, right? Remember those days? Randy Johnson. Those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. Hey, good old country song right there. Jerry Davis, good morning. And Scott Christensen's in the house. How many parlays got blown up last night with the Yankees? Yeah, you know what? I'll get to that in just 1 second. Give me the winners and I will guarantee the fun, says Jerry Davis. All right, I'm in for that. Hey, Rashad had a feeling Yankees would lose. The world was on them. Yeah, exactly, Rashad. And you know what? Yesterday I said, don't even touch that game. Whenever you see a line minus 250, 300, it's just, what are the odds of the Chicago White Sox really winning that game last night? What, 3%? Less than 5%. Team was 1-23 last 24, and then the Yankees come to town, and the old woodshed game, right? This morning I was trying to find remember that cartoon when you're young, Foghorn Leghorn, when he used to get the dog and whack him with the tail with the 2x4 in the butt. I was trying to find that sound effect. That's the old woodshed game right there. Whack whack whack. And yeah, so the Red Sox, not the Red Sox, the Yankees. Red Sox did pretty good though in Fenway, 5-4 winner, but yeah, you go into the old Comiskey Park, guaranteed rate field, and you think you got an easy W, and you get there, it's like, holy crap, White Sox are trying. They didn't anticipate the White Sox trying to win that game last night, and that's what happened. And the Yankees got taken out behind the woodshed. Yeah, you know what? Last night, pretty. When you look at the picks that I gave out here yesterday, oh, there it is. So what I did is you'll notice above my head here, I put up the chat box, because I was looking at the replay the other day, and I'm looking over and I'm reading the chat, and I said, the people watching on the replay going, what the hell is he talking to? Who? Like he keeps looking to his left and he talks to a screen, and he keeps reading off stuff. So I said, maybe I think there's a feature that I can put up here that people can see what, and hopefully this shows up on the replay. But yeah, so yeah, here it is. So I'm just gonna unlock this for a second. I'm just gonna put it a little bit higher. And I'm going to try to make it a little wider right here. There you go. And I don't want to go too wide. I don't want to be topping off. There we go. Hey, that looks pretty good, eh? Nice little features for you guys here watching on the replay. And this way you get an idea what the bullpen is saying. I keep talking about this bullpen. And now you can see what the bullpen are saying. Maybe I got to do a little better job with the visual effects. Yeah, it's pretty easy to read though. You can see that. Can't see really who's posting, but there's Jeremy Burnett, and Jeremy gets a good morning Vietnam for the top of the morning.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Yeah, Timmy the Eggs in the bullpen, and Jeremy's in the bullpen. Hey, so everybody's crawling out of bed right now, or crawling out of work, and just getting into the bullpen and saying their roll call. That's what I like to do here in the morning, do a little roll call. But looking at one thing I like to do when I review last night's performance, hey, if there was a good performance or a bad performance, it was like bullish, bearish, or neutral last night. And so we started off the show yesterday, and I said, man, I think I'm taking every underdogs to start off the first 5 picks. Remember, I gave out Cleveland. Hey, Cleveland wins 9-8. I gave out Cleveland on the run line. I like Cincinnati on the run line with Andrew Abbott. People thought it was crazy, but yeah, plus 1.5. They won 6-1. I had Houston, Tampa Bay. Yeah, Tampa Bay. Houston just got out of the gate early. 88 out of the gate. Hey, that's the old Michael Irvin saying right there. Hey, remember Michael Irvin of the Dallas Cowboys, or as Jimmy Johnson would say.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
Yeah, how about those Houston Astros putting a 6 spot on the Tampa Bay Rays yesterday, and we lost that one. Texas plus I gave out Texas money line yesterday. I thought run line. I thought I'd plus 110. I really thought Texas would have got that W, but you got to give credit to Boston. Hey, you know what? If you played Texas yesterday, all you can ask for as a team is just be competitive. And when you get to extra innings, it's the right side. Sometimes you sit there and you analyze your picks and you say, man, was I on the right side? Was Boston the play? Was Texas really the play last night? And hey, you're in extra innings. You had a chance. Hey, you had a chance, and just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah, and Kansas City plus 1.5. That one was a loser, 8-3. We gave out also Milwaukee. Hey, I didn't anticipate Mookie Betts to come back last night and have a pretty good game. The Yankees, that was a woodshed game right there. Had the over in LA and Toronto game, man. I thought we were gonna have the over when the Blue Jays put a 4 spot right in 1 inning. That's all they got. Hey, the Blue Jays had 1 good inning, and that was it. 4-2 final. Colorado, Arizona, I passed on that game. I had Pittsburgh on the run line, which we needed that Geico insurance, 2-1, and then I had San Fran and Atlanta. Pitches a World Cup soccer score of 1-0. Chris Sale, Blake Snell. Hey, Sell and Snell. That's a good buyer. That's what she. One of the. I was in Toronto. I think it was Burlington one year, and I'm going to a football conference, a coaches conference, and I turn a corner, I see this bar, and it's called the Bat. Was it? No, it's Judge and Jury. Yeah, I said that is such a great name for a bar, a Judge and Jury. Hey, when you think about it, the bartender is the judge, and the jury is all the patrons. So I thought that was a good one. And we have another good bar here in Ottawa. It's called the Bat Alibi. I thought that was a good name too. Hey, it's all in the name, right? But how was your night? Did you guys make out all right? Did you? Hey, I'd love to hear. You know what? I know I got a really creative audience here, and I'm sure they've seen a few things. What's the funniest bar name you've ever seen? Hey, I would love to hear some of your stories out there. What's the funniest bar name that you guys have ever seen? And you know, it has to be like sarcastic, creative, type of thing to really, to make it the top 10 type thing, right? Anyway, I thought Judge and Jury was pretty good. I'll leave that off, and I'll let you guys come up with some of the best bar names that you guys have ever heard. The Manhole, it's in Chicago, says the Manhole. That's a good one there too. Those top public teams that dropped in the Discord are very helpful. And there's my good friend, the network. And whenever the network gets on the show, we got to give them the money.
Show me the money!
Yeah, those top public teams dropped in the Discord. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to talk about that today in the in the NFL football preseason. I think preseason football, I did pretty good in week one. I played a lot of underdogs. I think like 10 or 12 underdogs came in. It's really tough to handicap preseason football. It's really it's an exhibition game, and you're handicapping the AAA football when you think about it. Because it's all rookies getting up and getting their starting assignment, and some of the rookies or players are playing for their contract, right? Look at Nathan Rourke. He had one cameo appearance in the fourth quarter with Atlanta, and now he was put on waivers for the fourth time in the NFL. So talk about a kid with bad luck, the Nathan Rourke, and he can play. The thing is, Nathan Rourke can play. He just doesn't get his opportunity, and hopefully some NFL team will give him his true. I think Arizona would be a good fit for Nathan Rourke. I think you got to go west, young man, and get to Arizona. I think Arizona would be a good place for Nathan Rourke. Or if not, go back to the CFL. I'm sure the BC Lions would love to have him back. All right, you know what? So I want to hear about your favorite bar names out there. And right now it's been pretty quiet. I think we got to top off some coffee there for the bullpen. I think the bullpen needs a bit of coffee here this morning. Hey, no decaf here. Hey, we don't want guys with decaf unless you got a health condition. You can't drink caffeinated coffee. But no decaf. We top you off with some with some good coffee here. What's your favorite guy? I won't get into the coffee stuff. We'll leave that for the dog days of summer. We're right into the meat of the order. We're in August. All right, let's get to the opening bell. Oh, actually, you know what? Feed the ponies. Hey, keep forgetting to feed the ponies. Going back to Finger Lakes. There's my 1970 announcer right there. Hey. They're off and running again today at Finger Lakes. The race number one's a $9,000 claiming race. 1 p.m. post time. Distance is 1 mile, 70 yards on the dirt. I'm going to recommend 631 in race number one today at Finger Lakes. The number 6 horse, Matty Express, with Navarro taking the ride on the number 6 horse. Matty Express is 5-2 morning line. Number 3 horse, Joe's Had Enough. Joe's Had Enough. Hey, Joe's Had Enough. That's a good name. That's probably a good name for a bar. Hey, there's their bar name. Joe's Had Enough. Cut Joe off. Joe's Had Enough. Hey, number 3 horse, 5-1 morning line. L.E. Perez is the jockey on the number 3 horse, and the number 1 horse, Convertible Freeze, is 2-1 morning line. KJ Koa taking a ride on the number 1 horse, Convertible Freeze, and your number 5 horse, your Joker's Wild, Reiner, 5-1 morning line on Reiner. A. Rodriguez taking a ride on their Joker Value. 631 in race number 1 today at Finger Lakes. And if you're going to play an exacta today at Finger Lakes, I'm going to recommend 6-3-3-1-1-5. And if you're going to go the trifecta route, let's go 6-3-1-5-3-1 trifecta. Always remember to box those horses. And yeah, there's a good bar name right there. Hey, Joe's had enough. Hey, where's Joe? Oh, he's had enough. He had to go home. His wife called. Hey, Joe's Had Enough. That'd be a great bar name. All right, there you have it. That is your horse racing tip sheet of the day, courtesy of the Raymond Track Report. Joe, who owns the Chiefs?
Joe, who owns the Chiefs?
All right, that was a good one. Hey, gotta hear your good bar names out there. You guys are still sleeping. I did a good job in preseason this weekend. Yeah, you know what? Last 2 days plus 1.5 is money. Yeah, I love hearing that. People, when you buy the Geico insurance, and I'll show you. Let's get to the opening bell. It's don't tell them, Ron. Show them. All right, let's get to your opening bell, and let's see if the bookmaker, if he took it on the chin last night with the favorites. I think took a quick look this morning. I think we're pretty 8-3 or something like that. And let me see here. Let's go to MLB. Oh, it was right here. Yeah, I had it right here. I was looking at it before the show. All right, there you go. Last night, the favorites, 8-3. 8-3 for the favorites yesterday. 5-6 for the run line. So, and that's what my good friend Who's Mizzou said right there. He goes, last 2 days, plus 1.5 has been money in the bank. Yes, it has. 11-2 on Sunday, 6-5 on Monday, and Saturday 10-6. We're on a good run right now. In fact, the last time the favorites run line won the day was August 5th. And this is why when you watch this show and I say, and if you're wondering, what does he mean by Geico Insurance? Is he making insurance here? Does he have a deal with Geico? No. Geico Insurance to me is when you take the run line, and think about this, right? If you're betting favorites this year in Major League Baseball, you're winning 57.9% of your bets. And sorry, if you're taking underdogs, if you're looking at the underdogs, I was going to say, well, that's not a good ratio right there, 57, 55. What the hell am I talking about? No, underdogs. If you're betting underdogs, 42.1% straight up factor. But if you take them on the run line, look at that. It's 13% better. And in NBA, it's 20%. So, guys, anytime I give out the run line, and it's like, why is this guy giving out run lines all the time? Yeah, it's because it's hey, if you want to have your winning percentage go up a little bit higher, look at that, 55.5%. If you go to NBA, let me see, did I clear out the NBA already this year? NBA 30.8% and 47.8 on the spread. How about hockey? That's pretty good when you think about that's 17% difference. Underdogs in the NBA this year, wow, 30.8. Hey, that deserves a Harry carry right there. Holy cow, eh, Harry?
Holy cow!
Yeah, NBA favorites won 69.2. Let's look at the NHL. I don't think NHL was like, was it 60? Yeah, 59.6. So 40% on the, almost like Major League Baseball. And when you think about it, right? NHL, Major League Baseball, the same sport for money line. And 62.3 on the puck line. So guys, that's why I'm always talking about run line. It's even better in hockey. But if you do play the run line or the puck line in hockey, just think about this. Your winning percentage is going to go up higher betting underdogs. And I say it all the time. How many times do you hear me say on this show, you are what your record says you are, says Bill Parcells. And if you're betting underdogs in Major League Baseball and you're only winning 42.1%, if betting underdogs in Major League Baseball only has a winning percentage of 42.1%, man, you got to you got to really buckle down, and you got to do your homework and pick your spots. And if you're betting underdogs in Major League Baseball and they're only winning at 42.1%, you're not betting every day. Let's be honest. You can't be. There's no way you're betting every day underdogs. And look at this. Look at the candles on the left side. Betting under the favorites. Favorites win at a high clip. And if you look here yesterday, in 11 games that were played yesterday, pick me those 3 underdogs that you think is going to win. When you think of it that way, right? Think of it yesterday, 11 games in baseball, and I said, okay, give me your underdog plays. But, obviously I got tomorrow's newspaper right now, and we only know that 3 games of underdogs are going to win. How are you gonna make money in this racket? And this is why I say buy that Geico Insurance, and it'll help you in the long run. That's what we do here, eh? We preach, and we hopefully preach and teach, eh? That's what we do. Preach and teach here at the Rain Report. All right, let's get right into it. I had a good comment yesterday, and guys, I love the comments. Like one of our comments yesterday, good show, slightly long. And I was like, I made a comment, said, okay, what part is slightly long? Do you guys find this show too long? Hey, that would be another good question. I don't see I don't see too many bar names here in the. You guys all non-drink. I'm a non-drinker. I used to tilt the elbow, but that was 23 years ago. I'm retired now. I'm retired from the circuit, but. Yeah, love to hear the bar names, but what was I getting at here? Oh yeah, do you think the show is a little bit too long? Hey, do you guys think this show is a little bit too long? I try to make it. It's impossible. It's just impossible to do a quality show in a half hour. And if you do a half hour show, I just feel the quality, the information that we give out is just, zoom. I blink and it's already 10:30. But I started at 10:15 today, so a little bit late this morning. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's get right into it. All right. Let's go to, before I get into the baseball picks, hey?
Hello again, everybody. Harry Carey from Wrigley Field on a beautiful day for baseball.
Yeah, beautiful day for baseball, Harry. And let's take a look at the strength of schedule. Now, I do this once in a while before I get into the matchups. I'm a strength of schedule handicapper. I feel I like to handicap if teams are coming in. I like to feel teams are coming in battle tested, right? I think he said long-winded. Not sure what he meant by that. Yeah, I'm not sure what he meant by that either. Yeah. All right. So anyways, I like to see if teams are coming in battle tested. What I mean by battle tested, like you look at Arizona, 12-2 last 14 games, winning percentage of 85%, but who are they beating? And if you look at the strength of schedule, 35.7%, right? So Arizona last night, a big win for the D-backs, but they played Colorado. That's what I mean, right? Like, you got to beat the beatables. And right now, the Arizona Diamondbacks, their strength of schedule has been, they're playing cupcake games, as a good old NFL or college football term, right? And Mike Lee, I think Mike Lee taught me that. You guys remember Mike Lee, the handicapper in Vegas? All those guys, and they used to be on the, back in the day when I had the Phoenix Sports ticket. That's where I learned a lot from the old school guys. Russ Culver, Mike Lee, all those guys. A good friend who just passed away, Dave Koken. All those legends in the industry, the true handicappers that started this industry. Anyway, don't get me started on that. But yeah, I remember the saying, the cupcake games, right? But looking at the last 14 games, 12-2 for Arizona, but their strength of schedule, 35.7%. 35.7%. Yeah, that's why they got a power rating of 61. And you know what? Hey, good on you. Still got to play the game. Look at the Yankees. They go to the Chicago White Sox, and they had the woodshed game, right? And it wasn't them giving out the woodshed. It was the White Sox. All right, Atlanta 6-8, big game last night. And what I'm looking for the strength of schedule, and I'm looking at Baltimore 8-6. Okay, but they're playing mediocre teams. Boston 7-7, 52, which is pretty good. I think Boston's a team we want to look at here today. Where do you pull the SOS from? Strength of schedule. So what I do is it's on the website. Are you talking about on the website, Jerry? So if I go to my website, go to dashboard, and then once you get into your dashboard, go to betting tools, and then go to SOS. Sending out an SOS. Isn't that the police? SOS. Hey, where's my Dick Clark there? Scotty Christensen. Hey, Sting. Hey, isn't SOS there? The police. All right, let me see. And this is where you go down here, and then this is where all the strength of schedule. Is that what you mean, Jerry? Yeah, that's where I get my strength of schedule database here for them. All right, so Baltimore 8-6 last 14 games. Strength of schedule 46. That's the middle of the pack teams. Boston 7-7, 52. Chicago White Sox 2-12, 59. Look at that, strength of schedule 59. But everybody's going to be higher against the Red Sox. Cubbies, you know what? Cubbies are an interesting team right now. They're an interesting team to face. And last night they 9-8. Hey, you know what? The Cubs went up in that game, and then Cleveland had a phenomenal inning. They were up 7-3, and then next thing you know, 8-3, and then 8-7. It's like, wow, what a baseball game in Cleveland last night. Cleveland 60.7. Look at the strength of schedule on the Guardians, 60.7%. You got Colorado at 56, 6-8. You got Detroit 5-9. Yeah, Detroit fading right now, but look at their strength of schedule, 59.1. That's why when you look at a team like Detroit, then you got to look at their strength of schedule. And this is why I say all the time, guys, you got to play the cycles. What's the rule? The three rules I talk about: value, percentage play, performance cycles, right? And you can see Detroit, they're 5-9, but their strength of schedule is hurting their performance cycle the last 14 games. You look at the Houston Astros, 8-6, 42, and you expect when the team like Houston is trying to make a run and get that division, get a wild card spot, they gotta produce, right? Right now you're in August, September, you can't afford to lose series. Kansas City, 38.7. They should have won that game last night. You can't be, you can't. The way Kansas City jumped out of the gate and trying to make a run for it this year. You're playing the strength of schedule 38. You got to win those games, right? LA Dodgers, watch out for the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers are, they had their hiccup. I think they're going to be back. The other team I'm looking to get back into form is Baltimore. Angels 7-7. You got Miami 5-9. The strength of schedule 56. Milwaukee 8-6, strength of schedule 44.9, and that's the winning percentage of the teams they faced the last 7 games, right? So we're trying to see a team that's 8-6 if they're a true 8-6 team against strong teams, right? That's why I'm doing this before we get into the meat and potatoes of the matchups. New York Mets, got away from that road swing out west, and now they're back in the friendly combines of Shea Stadium, Citi Field, and 52.04% is the strength of schedule. We'll see if the Mets are back tonight. Yankees 38.2 is still 8-6. Oakland 8-6, 44.3. You know what? Oakland's a pretty good team to follow right now. Philadelphia, again, just like the New York Mets, must be something about divisions, right? When you look at teams that go through their hiccups, it's as if they go through the division hiccup. Hey, it's like a virus has hit a division right now. Right now, the baseball virus is hitting the National League East. Maybe that's the way to look at it, right? Is there a virus going through a division right now? Pittsburgh 4-10. The strength of schedule of holy cow, Harry Carey. Look at this one.
Holy cow!
71.4%. Yeah, that's a tough one right there. And let me see here. San Diego 11-3, 41.3. San Francisco 44.39. Seattle 35. Yeah, you got to win those games, Seattle. If you're playing teams with a 35.7 win percentage, you got to beat the beatables. St. Louis, yeah, they're running through some good teams right now. That's why they're 6-8. Tampa Bay 7-7. I still, I'm still gonna follow the cash man here. I don't know if I'll do it against Houston. Remember, I said Houston when you face a team with a winning. Thank God I got off them yesterday, and I talked about the Astros. I said, guys, the golden rules of sports betting, and I told you guys this rule yesterday, right? You got a team on a 3-game win streak. You can talk me in and out of that 4th game. Once they get the 4-game win streak, hold the rope, get on the bus, enjoy the ride, because you just don't know. Trying to predict when a team's going to win in a win streak or lose in a losing streak, it's like trying to catch a falling knife. You just don't know. Texas 5-9, 51.02%. Toronto 6-8, 56.6%. The Blue Jays, man, tell you, it's a love-hate relationship with these guys right now. And Washington 5-9, 62.7.
Holy cow!
So we got some team battle tested for today. So let's get right into it, and let's go to game number 1. Let's talk about the Washington Nationals taking on the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles going to send the newly acquired pitcher, lefty Trev Rogers, with his 2-10 record, a 4.71 ERA. And let me take a look at Trev Rogers' record since he's been with the Baltimore Orioles. And he's had, maybe 2-3 starts? At Milwaukee. Was he there at Milwaukee? Was he, I don't know if he was with Miami or, anyways. He's got 1 win since July 26th. Man, it's changed the scenery, but the same pitcher, right? People change, problems don't. That's the one thing I say in football. People change, problems don't. You can use that in business too. But Baltimore Orioles 171. The Washington Nationals last game, a 6-4 loss to the Halos. They're 5-5 last 10. And when you look at this game, Baltimore minus 177. I had 179. So from a value index, playing, shopping for value, play the percentages. Fair market value if you like Baltimore. Also fair market value if you like Washington. Washington 5-5 last 10. Jake Irvin last 10 game record on the year 8-10 at 3.76 ERA. And looking at Jake Irvin right now in his last few starts. Let me take a look at this. 1 win since July 9th. 1 win since July 9th. So I think Baltimore, Tampa Bay last game, lost 2-1 loss, 5-5 last 10, 7-3. Baltimore's been playing a lot of overs. I kind of like the over in this one here with Trev Rogers. Yeah, what's the over under? 9. Yeah, I kind of, what I got, 4.8 to 3.89, the over under 8.77. The Kogo's at 52%, so the Kogo's manageable. The Kogo's the percentage play. So you know how each and every day I give you guys the percentage play, the chance of winning on the side. I also got a chance of the Kogo, what I call the chance of game going over the total is at 52%. So if it's at 52% of chance of going over, then it's a 48% chance of going under. And it's based on the algorithms that we've given the database here at the website. There's a formula that goes into it, past previous performance of teams that are in exact situation both these teams are in. I think Baltimore is the play here, guys. I think I'm going to try something today with you guys. I'm going to go public mindset. I'm going to talk about public mindset, and it's just, I think the public, and you guys can tell me too in the bullpen, is where do you think the betting public is leaning towards this? And I'm going to do a little test today, a little R&D, a little research and development. I want you guys to participate and tell me, where do you think the public is betting the side, and where do you think they're betting the total? And we'll recap tomorrow to see if we are going against the grain with the public, right? I know there's consensus sites out there, but I think when you've been doing this as long as I have and you have out there, I know we got some veteran sports gamblers out there, and you know the game. You know the game. It's like, what's the golden rule of sports betting? When everybody goes one side, you got to go the other side, right? You want to get into a frame of mind where you think that, okay, you know what? I think when you're thinking of this game, you're thinking maybe like there's a 70% chance the betting public is betting Baltimore, right? But when you get into that 50 to 56, 57% chance where you think that the betting public is leaning, that's where I think between you and the bookmaker, from a market psychology point of view, that's where the edge is, and that's where you got to look at your value sometimes. Like when I look at this line, minus 177, I had 179. I think that's fair market value, right? I think that's exactly where this line should be. And I research it, and I have if you go to the website here at ATS Stats and you go inside the dashboard, I got a section which is called the value report. And what I do in this value report is every time every day the line gets out, I track every team's line from the bookmaker and who they're facing, right? Strength of schedule. So when, let's say for instance, Washington, right? Or Baltimore. Let's look at Baltimore. They're a home favorite today. They're a home team. And every time they're a home favorite against a C-type team, a team with a losing record, this is the line that I have, minus 179, right? And when I look at the line right here, minus 179. So that's where I get this line. Each and every day when I do this show and I talk about the value index, where do I get this line? I track every game of every team that when Baltimore's at home against team below 500, this is what the average line is, 179, right? And when you look at Baltimore, and if you want the record, then you got to go into the strength of schedule database. But you know what? It's a 1 hour show. I'm not trying to make this a 6 hour show. Probably lose the audience after a minute. But yeah, so anyways, 34 and 25. The Washington Nationals, they are 26 and 33. And against C-type teams, they're 28 and 19. Against B-type teams, they're 23 and 34. Against A-type teams, they're 3 and 12. Anyway, spending a lot of time on this game here. I think the betting public is going to be on Baltimore and the over. And what do you guys think? In his last 12 starts, Trevor Rogers given up more than 2 earned runs only once. Yeah, that's really good. Give me Washington, says Solo Rider. Yeah, and this is where, so Solo Rider says, give me Washington, but that's the contrarian way of thinking, right? And that's a good way of doing it, because if you start thinking like a contrarian and you go against the betting public, at the end of the day, what's the bookmaker's job? Put 100 people in the room, get 50 to bet Baltimore, 50 to bet Washington, and there you go, right? Make your money on the juice. All right, so anyways, I kind of agree with Baltimore, the betting public on this one, but I think the over is too easy. I think the over is just like, it's probably too easy. I think the under is where you want to go. I got 8.77, so I think Baltimore under is where, and the Kogo's at 52. It's a coin flip, so I do like that. All right, let's get to the next game. Just spent 20 minutes on artificial turf here. All right, Cleveland Guardians taking on the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies going to send Javier Assad to the hill today against Matthew Boyd. Boyd on the season. This is a new, okay, we got a new pitcher here for Cleveland. Yeah, Matthew Boyd, the lefty. And he's a call-up, I believe. And expected, or actually the manager's elbow is expected to return from his debut. Boyd recovering from Tommy John surgery. Wow. All right, so he's in tough. His last start against St. Paul, 6 innings, 1 hit. Doesn't show the pitch count, though. One thing, they show you the stats in the minor, but they don't show you the pitch count. All right, so I don't... so Matthew Boyd. Oh, yeah, that's Detroit Tigers Matthew Boyd. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so we do have a veteran pitcher here. But coming off surgery, Tommy John. So anytime I get a pitcher coming off an injury like a Tommy John injury, I think it's a wait and see approach, right? Cubbies are sending Javier Assad. Now, where do you think the betting public? Obviously, here's a good one, right? I think the betting public is going to be on the Chicago Cubs. What do you guys think? Do you think the consensus is going to be Cubs? Would love to get you, Baltimore. What do you think? I said 70%, right? And that's one thing I want to do. I want to just to see for funs and giggles, where do you think how much of the percentage of the in the Baltimore game the betting public is going to be? I said around 70%. You guys agree with that? I think today the Cubs against the Guardians, I don't know, for some reason 64% comes to my mind. So I think the betting public, I think 64%. What I'll do after the show is I'll go look at those consensus sites to see if my radar is pretty close to the mindset of the public, right? All right, Chicago Cubs against Cleveland. Man, a lot of runs last night. 17 runs last night. 9-8 was the final. The Cleveland Guardians today, they are 3-7 last 10, while the Cubbies are 7-3. I like the Cubs here today. I'm going to go with the Cubs, even though I'm probably with the betting public. Give me the Chicago Cubs over the Guardians, and as the Hawk would say,
You can put it on the board, yeah!
all right, let's head on over to PNC Park, where Philadelphia is just probably thankful to get off that West Coast, because it was, as Joe Namath would say,
Struggling.
Yeah, they did struggle. They're now on a 3-game losing streak, and the Miami Marlins are just what the doctor ordered for the Phillies, a little cupcake game. 70% Cleveland, says Cal Bear. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. There's Cal 707. Hey, you know what? I love the fact that Cal posted for the first time, and thanks for posting that. All right, so Cal, 70% Cleveland. Really? You think 70% of the betting public with Matthew Boyd is going to be betting Cleveland against Javier Assad? I'd love to hear why you think that, Cal. I disagree with that, but love to hear what you think. All right, Miami Marlins, Valente Beloso going to pitch against Taijuan Walker. Philadelphia, I got a feeling the betting public is going to be all over this. I'm going to say 88%. What do you guys think? You think the betting public's going to be all over the Phillies at 88%? Now, I think the over also could be a factor. Looking at Valente Beloso, a 3.05 ERA. Taijuan Walker, now 3-3, a 5.60 ERA. And we haven't seen a lot of Taijuan Walker here. What's his story? Finger. All right, well, was reinstated from the 15-day DL start Tuesday, and his last start was on June 21st. 4 innings, 77 pitches, 5 hits, 4 runs. But if you look at the starts before that, sometimes the finger could be an excuse for just giving them some rest, right? The one thing with Walker, he's probably only good for about 5 innings or less. So this is going to turn to the bullpen. The Phillies bullpen has not been that great lately. So I think the over is where you're going to cash that ticket today at Citizens Bank Park. What do you guys think? Put it on the board, Hawk.
You can put it on the board!
Yeah, put me in, coach. I love it. Yes, Freak, put you in. You're in, coach. All right, get in there. Hey, get in there. You're playing third today there, Freak. All right, Walker has been bad all year. Yeah, Scottsdale, Arizona is watching you. Hey, somebody's watching you. All right, so I do like the over in the Phillies and Marlins game. And I think 88% will be on the Phillies. All right, Seattle, Detroit. Let's take a look at the Mariners taking on the Detroit Tigers. Now, this is where the betting public, I think, is going to be a bit confused, right? I think we're going to get even action on this game right here. I think Seattle, George Kirby going up. Oh, no, maybe Derek Skubal. You have to look at the starting pitcher first. All right, Derek Skubal is going up against George Kirby. Now, let's take a look at, you look at Derek Skubal having a Cy Young type year, but, let's say but right now. And let me go to his last few starts. 13-4 in a year, 2.57 ERA. Tarek Skubal, no, he's been money, man. Tarek Skubal has been money. I'm not taking anything away from Tarek Skubal. The only question I got now is, how does the Seattle Mariners hit against lefties? Let's go to the old trusted database and the Rain Report tip sheet, and let's take a look how the Seattle Mariners on the road do against southpaws. And let's see if they're any good. But in the meantime, give me your consensus play, the mindset of the betting public. What percentage do you think the betting public is going to bet Detroit, and what percentage do you think they're going to bet Seattle? I'm really on the fence in this one here. Let me take a look at the Detroit, Seattle against southpaws on the road, and they are a record of 9-7, 8-6-2. Okay, and Detroit at home the last 30 days. 3-7. Holy cow, Harry?
Holy cow!
Yeah, Detroit first 5 for Jerry Davis. 70% on Detroit and Skubal. 70%. I think that's a little high. Detroit solo rider. I think the betting public's going to be on Detroit with Skubal because he's having a Cy Young type year. And George Kirby. You think George Kirby's underachieving this year? Yeah, I think he is a bit, just a bit. He came in with high expectations this year, But let me take a look at George Kirby's numbers of late. 8-8, a 3.13 ERA, and only got one win since July 2nd. George Kirby's only got one win, so I'm with you, JD. I think Jared Davis is right. I'm gonna because Detroit's not playing that great, I'm gonna say 65%. I'm gonna say the betting public, and this is a good exercise to do, guys, because you don't want to get caught into the public, the mindset, right? To me, like when the betting public, think of like you're swimming in the ocean, the big wave, right? You get caught in the wave. That's the consensus play where everybody's trying to get out of that wave. You don't want to get caught in that mindset, right? And sometimes you got to swim against the current and go against the grain type thing. And so you got to play. That's the only way I find, especially in NFL contests. You can't. It's what I did in week 1 in NFL football. I went against the grain in a lot of favorites this weekend. Now week number 2 is going to be a little different because you're going to see more of the starters start for first half, but I'll get to that after the show once we finish baseball. Anyway, I say Detroit 60. I think Detroit 65%, and I want to say under, but 7 is a low number, man. I'm going to say I think 50% is the over/under of 50% of the betting public's going to be. I think the over/under has got that's the right number. 7.5. But everything's been when Detroit's at home and the line is 7. Let me take a look at this. So when the Tigers are at home, the total 7. Look at that, 6-1. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's a big number. 6-1. When the Tigers are at home, the 6-1 to the over, and when Seattle's on the road, the total 7, 1-1-2. Hey, that's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, I love that. Hey, you want to crown them?
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
Yeah, that's it. They are who they thought they were. I think the under also, let me see. I think under, also Detroit dead last against right-handed pitchers the last 14 days, says Jerry Davis. All right. I think Detroit's the play here. What's the, let me see what the bookmaker's line is on this game. Who's got the run line tag? Yeah, that's what I figured. Seattle, if you want the Geico insurance, Seattle plus 1.5, minus 202. I don't trust Kirby. I don't trust George Kirby right now. I don't think, I don't think he's the pitcher you want to go with right now on the run line. I think Tarek Skubal goes 7 inning tonight, and you're looking at a 4-2 type game for the Tigers. Maybe 4-2. So give me Detroit with Tarek Skubal. You know what? Pretty good money too. Minus, but you're probably with the betting public. Minus what did I say? Minus, what does bookmaker have here? Minus 105. Detroit Tigers, a minus 114. All right, there you go. And as the Hawk would say,
You can put it on the board, yeah!
All right, let's go to Cincinnati, where the Reds coming off a 6-1 win last night against Sonny Gray and the St. Louis Cardinals. Andrew Abbott had a pretty good outing, and looking at the Cardinals coming in on a 2-game losing streak, their strength of schedule last 7 games at 38.7%. So 4-6 last 10. They got a cupcake schedule. They're losing, and you got Cincinnati strength of schedule last 7, 48, playing some good. Yeah, you know what? Cincinnati's playing some decent baseball of late. Where do you think the betting public is? Hunter Green against Eric Fetty. I think we're at 50% here. I think the betting public's going to be 50-50 on this one. What do you guys think? You think Cincinnati with Hunter Green? Eric Fetty coming over from Chicago, the White Sox, I think gives the Cardinals a bit of a boost. But, they're on the road. They're not playing great baseball. Yeah, I think 50, if I had to lean like 51, 52%, I'd go with Hunter Green and that fastball. I think the betting public should be. Hey, I'm going to say should be. I think it's pretty dead even. I think this is a good one. This is a really good one when you're thinking market psychology and you're thinking how's the betting public thinking about this game. If you put 100 people in the room, what do you think that the percentage is? How many people are going to go in the Cincy room? How many are going to go in the Cardinal room, right? I think 52% Cincinnati. Yeah, I'm going to go Cincy in this one. I like Cincinnati. You're looking at Hunter Green, 8-4 in a year, 2.90 ERA, which is pretty good. I think the betting public might be thinking the under here, but the over-under in the Reds game last 10, 7-3, 4-5-1 for the Cards. I think the under also is going to get some of that money. Number of bets mean not money. That's right. I think under also Detroit dead against a right-handed pitcher, says the bench boss. I got to fix the... I can't see your names on the on the chat box. I like the chat box. What do you guys you guys like that chat box above the head here? You know, where you can see everybody's posts. I kind of like that. You like that, Kirk Cousin?
You like that? You like that?
I do like that. 55% of money is on the cards. Really? 55. Okay. That's that's good. I like that because now you're getting into the market psychology, and then now we're in that 5% difference range, right? And this is where the experience of handicappers and gamblers like us going up against the betting public. All right, we'll see who's right. Hey, we'll see tomorrow if we're right or wrong. Cincinnati, I said what, 52% about, and it's 55 according to the money line. Is that yeah? All right. And I kind of like the under too in this game. I'll just put a check mark on the under and Hawk.
You can put it on the board.
Hey.
Yeah.
Gotta put the Hawk to work there. He's retired, so gotta give Hawk some work here. He's retired all day. He's probably golfing all day. All right, Houston. Okay, did I do Houston yet? There we go. We almost skipped the cash man. Hey, Randy Moss.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah, let's get the straight cash with Shane Baz up against Yusei Kikuchi. You say Kikuchi, I say Kikuchi, and you say Kikuchi. Been pretty good. I don't think he's lost a game since he's been with Houston right now. And let's go take a look at Yusei's numbers. Let's go inside the numbers with the lefty. And since he's been here with, he's won the last game against Texas. No decision against Tampa Bay. I think that was his first start. And I do like Houston here. All right, let me see what the betting public, what do you guys think? I think the betting public's going to be Shane Baz. Yeah, I think the betting public's going to be on Houston here. Minus 132 is the line, 7.5 is the total. Houston coming in on a 6-game win streak. I think 65% of the betting public, 65-70% is going to be on Houston. What do you think? I'm going to say 65%. I think 65% is where the betting public is thinking. What do you guys think? Do you guys see the number out there? I know some of you guys have access to those splits. If you can just post them, that'd be awesome. All right, I do like Houston. I hate going against Tampa Bay, though. But I'm going to go Houston minus 132. I had 125 as the line. But give me the Houston Astros today against Tampa Bay, and you can put it on the board, Hawk.
You can put it on the board, yeah!
All right, let's go to Beantown. What a game last night at Fenway. I had Texas, and I don't mind losing those type of games, right? I don't mind losing those type of games. That, minus 138, 10 is the total, and Cutter Crawford going up against Jose Urena. And looking at the, here's my line, 7-9 on the year for Cutter Crawford, 4.11. Jose Urena, 3-7, 3.74 ERA. And looking at the Boston Red Sox, 5-5 last 10, 8-1-1 to the over in the last 10 games. Yeah, a lot of games have gone over the total. 124 is the value index on Texas. 144 is the value on the Boston Red Sox. Minus 138. We got fair market value for Boston. I think Boston is going to get about 65% of the betting public money. What do you guys think? And then Texas, Jose Urena, 3-7, 3.74. I don't know if I can support Jose on this one here. I didn't mind going yesterday. Yesterday, who was, let me see here. Yesterday for Boston, it was the starting pitcher was, who do we have for Boston yesterday? We had Brian Bale and we had Tyler Mahle. I'm not filling it with Jose. All right, 82% of the bets are on Boston, and also 81% of the money is on the Boston per scores and odds. All right, yeah, scoresandodds.com. That's a good site to. I just don't know if they those type of sites if they have the inside numbers of like FanDuel and DraftKings to get a little high volume, right? Like sometimes when I look at those consensus odds and I was like, okay, is that like 10 people or is it 1,000, right? So that's what I gotta wonder. Anyways, I got 5.27 and I got 4.45. I do like Boston here today, and I'm gonna go with 82% are on the Boston Red Sox. See, I don't like that. Hey, Kirk Cousin, I don't like that. I think, I don't know, but I can't, let me see Jose Urena. No way Jose is 3-7 at 3.74 ERA. Last start against Houston, 4 innings against Boston. Yeah, last time he faced the Red Sox was at home and won 69 pitches, 8 hits, 7 runs, 1 home run, 2 Ks. Yeah, no, this is Boston. I think this is Boston in a blowout. I think this is like a 7-2, 7-3 type game, Boston Red Sox. Give me Boston. Hate going against high percentage play here with the betting public, but that's where I think it's going to land. All right, Hawk.
You can put it on the board.
All right, Rangers with the Geico Insurance. Boston has not scored over 4 in regulation in the last week and missing Duran. Yeah, true. Yeah, you know what? And this is why, I'm talking about it today, right? Because if you get caught in that mindset, I probably won't even touch that game, Jerry, because the whole betting like minus 138, I had 144. Could this line, should it be a little bit bigger? But that's the average, 144. You know what? It's probably a game you don't touch. I think it's one of those games you just don't touch. Or you play the total, right? I think where do you go? Do you go over or under? Do you trust Cutter Crawford? He didn't do too well last outing. I know Cutter got cut up pretty well. Hey, what did Cutter do in his last start? Let me see here. Cutter Crawford, 7-9, 4.11 ERA. Last start, yeah, he got the L. Only lasted 3.2 innings. Not good against Kansas City. I got lit up like a Christmas tree. 1 home run, 6 earned runs. Yeah, you know what? You don't touch that game. And I think you're right, Jerry. I think if you go Texas, if you take Texas run line, you know what? I'm going to change my pick. You talked me out of it. Hey, that's good. Texas plus 1.5. I agree with you. Or you go to the over. I just think hey, we're getting into that time of year, dead arm syndrome, right? A lot of these pitchers are getting tired, and Fenway's a nice hitting ballpark, so probably go over tonight. All right, looks like a lot of the betting public likes the over. See, I didn't want to hear that. I kind of like the over, but when you start thinking like the betting public, that's where you get in trouble. Maybe my first reaction was get off that game. Okay, I think if you're taking Texas in the under, you're probably part of the 10% club, and that's where it'll be funny to see tomorrow when we talk about this game if Texas in the under were the right play. All right, hey, and you know what? Sometimes you just got to go that route and play contrarian. I flip-flopped in that game about 3 times in one segment. That's pretty good, eh? Holy cow! Come on, Harry.
Holy cow!
Hey, how about the playoffs?
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
No, okay, we won't talk playoffs. Sorry, Jim. All right, Oakland taking on the New York Mets. The Metropolitans on minus 162. Man, they got taken out behind the woodshed last game. 12-1 against Seattle. Holy cow.
Holy cow!
Yeah, 12-1 where Oakland beat the Toronto Blue Jays. 8-4 was the final today. Ross Stripling going up against Paul Blackburn, which I like. I thought that was a great acquisition for the New York Mets. Paul Blackburn 5-2, a 3.86 ERA, and Ross Stripling 2-11. Holy cow! Former Blue Jay Ross Stripling, right? Didn't Ross Stripling play for the Blue Jays? Let me go back and do a database check here. Ross Stripling, yeah, Toronto. He was one of our relievers, but. Betting public, let me see here. Mets 89% of the bets are only 8% on the money. Stay away from Mets. Can't hit my mom. Hey, stay away from the Mets. Cutter is like 20 earned, says let me see, Cal Davis. All right, you know what? Yeah. Oakland last 10 games 5-5. The New York Mets 4-6. But the thing is, the Mets were on the road, right? The Mets on the road, they had a tough road trip. I find a lot of these Eastern time zone teams that go on the West Coast seem to struggle. I'd have to look at the I don't know if my database has that. I'd have to look at it to see if I got that. I do have it. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Watch this. Let me go to my database. Let me do let me do Atlanta. I'll do Atlanta. I'll do National League East. On the road. You know what? I can't do it. I'll do the research offline and I'll bring it tomorrow. How about that? All right, New York Mets 162 at the. What was I looking at again? Oh yeah, the Mets on the road trip. That's it. I kind of like Paul Blackburn though. Stay on course here, Aaron. Mets had the worst travel away. Mets can't hit. Mets had the worst travel week of the year because of the makeup game. Yeah, you're right. That makeup game didn't help them, right? The New York Mets, let's see what they did. They went on the road. Was it a long road trip too? Yeah, it was a long road trip. Look at this. Man, normally, good road trips like, 2 series, but I think they had a few series here. Yeah, wow. Look at this. They went to the Halos, and then they, let me see here. Yeah, they went to Los Angeles. And then they had that St. Louis game that Jerry was talking about. That screwed them all up. You know, that one game makeup game in St. Louis. Then they went to Colorado, and then they did okay in Colorado. They won 2 of the 3, but it was a nightmare in Seattle. Holy cow! They only scored 1 run in Seattle. 1 run at T-Mobile Park. Look at that. They got smoked. They got smoked in Seattle. All right, now they're back home against Oakland. The one thing with Oakland, they're a scrappy team. They're like the Nationals, right? And let me see, does Oakland have one of the best ATS records? Let me go look at my database here. Let me go look at the... I'm going to get another comment section that the show's slightly long again, eh? I can feel it. Hey, so my subconscious kicking in here. That's okay. Hey, where are you guys going anyways? Hey, we got a baseball show to run here. All right, ATS record. Who has the best one? I thought Oakland. Yeah, number 6. All right, I know Washington does well. The number 1 team against the point spread. Look at that, the Halos. Did you know that? Kirk Cousins, did you know that, Kirk?
You like that? You like that?
Yeah, 70 wins. 70-49. Cincinnati, number 2. Pittsburgh. How about at home? Who's got the best home ATS record run line? Kansas City, Oakland, but let me see on the road. San Diego, 39-21. Where's Oakland? Oakland's nowhere to be seen here. Holy cow, look at this. Where's Oakland? My God, I got to go way down here. Wait a minute, did I pass it? There it is. No, number 13. Okay, you know what? I'm going with Paul Blackburn here. I think Paul's I think that's a good pitcher for a home game. And Cincinnati on a 3-game losing streak. New York Mets on a 3-game losing streak. Give me the New York Mets against Oakland, and you can put it on the board.
You can put it on the board, yeah!
Yeah, I think, what's the betting? I'm going to say, 80% of the betting public's going to be on the Mets. Houston, I said 68. New York Mets. Boston, I said 65. All right, let's head over to Target Field. Let's go. We're at Minnesota taking on the Kansas City Royals. Now, the Twins, a -105 favorite. 8.5 is the over-under. I got 4.28 to 4.69 for Seth Lugo against Zebby Matthews. There's a first-time pitcher. Zebby Matthews. That's his first start. Where's Zebby from? Let's take a look at Zebby Matthews here. Yeah, so he's a call-up. It looks like he's a call-up from AAA St. Paul. All right, good luck with your first start, Zebby. And but you're in tough against Seth Lugo and the Kansas City Royals. But the good news is you're pitching at home. So that's Kansas City losing last night 8-3. They are 5-5 last 10, 8-2 to the over, while the Twins 6-4, 5-4-1 to the over. I had look at that, they're giving Zebby the chalk here against Seth Lugo. Really? Let me see. Kansas City. What's the run line? -177. -130. Now this line's at -130 now at Bookmaker for Minnesota. I think the betting public's going to be on. Kansas City with Seth Lugo at 55%. What do you guys think? What are you guys seeing out there? I think can't trust Casey's offense on the road. Really? Let me see here. Kansas City. Let me go to my rain report there, Jerry, and let's take a look at the Royals on the road. Let's see what we'll do. The one thing I love about the rain report, if you scroll down to the bottom, Lugo coming off a couple of bad starts. So if you scroll down to the bottom here, we got the scoring averages. And let me go to Kansas City. All right, so Kansas City on the road this season, averaging 4.25, 5.2 at Kauffman Stadium. Last 3 games, 5.3, 5.8, 5.8. Let me see here. And they're coming off what did I say here? Kansas City's coming off a loss. So when the Royals are coming off a loss this year, off a road loss, 4.18. Now they're not too bad. What's this? Okay. They're not too bad, Jerry. Not, Let me take a look at the scoring averages here. Let's go to Major League Baseball. Let's go to game matchups. And let me go down to Kansas City. 5.8. Averaging 5.8 last 5 games, but giving up 5.82. The pitching is the problem right now. Hopefully Seth Lugo, what did he do last start? Seth Lugo. Man, we had Seth Lugo for Cy Young at the beginning of the year, remember? Then he started playing real teams. All right, Seth Lugo. Yeah, if you look at like May and June, he was like 6 innings. And now 5.1. 8 innings against Detroit, 6. Yeah, Seth Lugo will give you innings. Seth Lugo lost his last start against Boston. What's his record on the road? Let me take a look at Seth's record on the road. 8-2. Wow. He's better away. Yeah, I'm going to go Kansas City. I think, what's the betting public on? 40% of bets on Kansas City. Really? Wow. With Zebby Matthews. See, this is where the betting public's not looking at the pitching. They're looking at how can a pitcher, a call-up pitcher, have a public confidence level of, what did he say? 60%. 78% is on the cash. Yeah, you know what? Kansas City. And what's the run line? The Geico Insurance, so they say minus 177. Yeah, I'm going to, you know what? Because they lost last night and they're on the road, I'm going to go Kansas City run line. I showed you guys at the beginning of the show, right? 13%. If you're playing dogs, you have a 13% better chance of winning taking the Geico Insurance. All right, let's go, and you can put it on the board.
You can put it on the board, yes!
All right, let's go to... Yeah, I kind of like this chat box so everybody can see what the people in the bullpen. Hopefully, I just hope it comes up on the replay, so the people in the replay watching can see the interaction with the bullpen. All right, let's go to let me see here. Yep, Milwaukee. Dilly dilly, hey dilly dilly,
Dilly dilly.
I know Bud Light. I know. All right, LA Dodgers minus 129 is the total, and I got 4.81 to 4.1. The over under landing on 8.95. You got Gavin Stone against Colin Rea. I kind of like Colin Rea in this spot. 10-3, a 3.38 ERA. Mookie Betts gave the Dodgers a shot in the arm yesterday, right? And he had a pretty good game. Gavin Stone 9-5, 3.71 ERA. The Dodgers line of minus 120. I had 128, so fair market value. And looking at the last 10 games, the Dodgers, yeah, they're playing good ball right now, 7-3. While Milwaukee 6-4 straight up last 10, and they're coming off a 5-2 loss to the Dodgers, a B-type team. And anytime Milwaukee's playing a B-type team, 18-15, and the Dodgers 14-12. But let me take a look at home. When Milwaukee's at home, I want to take a little look at their record against B-type teams. Let's take a look at the Brew Crew. And 78% of the cash man. All right. I think Dodgers, I think 60% of the betting public, 63. I'd say 63% of the betting public is going to be on the Dodgers. What do you guys think? 63 is a little high? I think that's right, about right. Colin Rea, pretty good pitcher though. Was a 5-6 against B-type teams, while the Dodgers only 4-6 against B-type teams on the road. And who's the favorite again? Dodgers. Dodgers is a road favorite this year, 27-15, only giving up 3.57 runs per game, while Milwaukee 5-9 as a home dog, giving up 5.67. I think Dodgers are the play here. Dodgers minus 125. I think Milwaukee facing these top, these contenders, right? Now you're getting to middle of August, September. Now it's who's who in the zoo. Like now the pretenders and contenders are going to start separating themselves. I think the Dodgers, 4-game win streak. Again, the golden rules, right? 4-game win streak, hold the rope, get on the bus, and put it on the board.
You can put it on the board. Yes.
Stone had one good start since June. Yeah, that's true. But it's the Dodgers. It is the Dodgers, though, JD. Hey, I'm gonna go with LA. I just, can you trust Milwaukee right now? I just think Milwaukee. I think the Dodgers. The history of the Dodgers, the way they're playing this year. They're having the 17-49, and you know what? Milwaukee's 3 games below Dodgers record, 67-51. It's just you got to bring your A game if you want to beat these top teams like the Dodgers, Yankees when they're not playing Chicago White Sox. Really, nobody's really separating themselves. When you look at the standings this year, when you look at the overall standings in Major League Baseball, let's take a quick look right here. You know what? I can do it right here. Let's go to team standings overall. And look at that. The Dodgers number 1, Baltimore number 2, Cleveland, New York Yankees, Philadelphia. When you look at these 5 teams right now, do any of these teams scare you? I can't even pick who's going to win the World Series right now. If I had to pick a team to win the World Series, I think I'm going with value with these guys right here. I think Philadelphia, team that's been there. I think that's the team. That's a couple teams you got to worry about. Arizona. I think San Diego is a good team right now. I think Philadelphia is a team but they're going through a hiccup. Their middle relief and bullpen is just not getting the job done. Anyways, I like LA and put it on the board. All right, Yankees taking on the Chicago White Sox. You got Nestor Cortez Jr. up against Jonathan Cannon. Let's be honest. Okay, good win. Yeah, let's not get too crazy here. That was probably you poked the sleeping bear last night. Now the Yankees got embarrassed, and we'll see what happens tonight. 12-2. Hey, if you like gambling, White Sox is the play. And if you want to get that Geico insurance at plus 1.5 runs, and let me see the White Sox. Yeah, you're getting plus money, plus 1.5, plus 156. You know what? This is strictly a line play, a line value play. I'm going Chicago White Sox plus 1.5 runs. Even though, you know what? It's strictly, I know you got probably a 20% chance of winning, but that's why you take the damn field, eh? That's why you take the field.
You can put it on the board, yeah!
All right, Toronto Blue Jays taking on the LA Angels. Blue Jays had one inning yesterday. They got the job done in one inning. 4-2 is the final today. Kevin Gausman going up against Carson Fulmer of the LA Angels. Angels, the best team in baseball when it comes to the run line. Look at that, 70-49 on the season at home this year. 36-26. Now the Blue Jays did get the job done last night. Kevin Gausman going today. If you look at Kevin Gausman's last start, and let me see here. Kevin Gausman 10-8 on the year, 4.42 ERA. And Kevin Gausman last start had 100 pitches against Baltimore, and 3 hits, 2 runs, had a good outing. Kevin Gausman has been pretty good. Kevin Gausman has not lost a game since July 5th against Seattle. What's his record on the road though? And where was all those games they were played? Oh yeah, so Kevin Gausman only 2 games on the road since July 5th. Actually 3 of them. Seattle, no, he's in the zone right now. Kevin Gausman's in the zone. 6-3 on the road, a 2.74 ERA, and Angels plus 1.5 runs. Yeah, I agree. I'm going Angels. Kevin Gausman is doing really well. Carson Fulmer 0-2, 3.74 ERA, but I'm taking the Geico insurance here. I'm going LA Angels plus 1.5. Where do you think the betting public's going to be? Oh, Yankees. We didn't say that one. I think 90% will be on the Yankees, but I think Toronto. I think they're going to get about 66% of the betting public action. What do you think? Is 66 the right number? Anyway, I'm taking the Angels plus 1.5 run. And what's the line on that? Angels 1.5 run is minus 136. Yeah, I like it. And you're getting the best record in baseball on the run line. So give me the Halos, and we'll see if they can keep it close tonight against Kevin Gausman. Put it on the board, Hawk.
You can put it on the board, yeah!
All right, let's go to Arizona, the hottest team in baseball right now. 12-2 last 14 games, 8-2 last 10. Eduardo Rodriguez is going to go up against Austin Gomber today of the Colorado Rockies. Gomber is 3-8, 4.92 ERA. Eduardo 1-0, 4.76 ERA. And when the iron's hot, you just keep go with the hot iron, right? And Arizona minus 196. I had 166, so now you're starting to get. Well, you're not starting. You always you're going to get some inflated lines here, some overvalued lines on the Arizona Diamondbacks, and you just got to be careful. I think Arizona's going to take about 88% of the money tonight. I think 88% of the betting public is going to be on Arizona. And I would love to, you guys see the number, what the betting public is on this game? Even though, tough loss last night for the Rockies. Did they have a 4-1 lead at one point? But I think Arizona, maybe over too, Jerry. Jerry Davis says the over could be worth a look here. I'm looking at the Kogo. Kogo's at 23% though. Kogo, so if the Kogo's at 23, that means 77% chance of going over the total, right? So last night 5-4. Actually, you know what? Kogo was at 23. Yeah, it's very low. 4-game win streak. Yeah, don't want to go against Arizona. I don't trust Austin Gomber. Yeah, maybe the over is where you go. Maybe the over is where you want to go, and put it on the board.
You can put it on the board.
93%. Wow.
Yeah.
That was pretty close. What did I say? 88? 93. That's pretty high. All right, Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the San Diego Padres. The Padres minus 197. Totals at 8. ATS forecast has Michael King going up against Luis Ortiz. 4.56 for San Diego, 3.49 for the Bucks. The Bucks 1-9 in their last 10. 1-9.
Cannot play with them. Cannot win with them. Cannot coach with them.
Can't do it.
Yeah, and San Diego, I bet you San Diego gets 87% of the money. 87. I think 87% is where it's at. In high 80s, low 90s. I think that's where the number's going to be. Luis Ortiz, 5-2. Oh, you know what? 5-2, 3.40 a year. Let me go back. Let me say 77%. I'm going to go 77. He's got a winning record. He's 3.40 ERA, but the Bucks are just playing really bad baseball right now. And San Diego, one of the top teams. And at home against C-type teams, or overall 33-25, but at home. Let me take a look at San Diego against C-type teams. I would love, if you're taking Pittsburgh, then you're really taking a long shot, I think, and you're really going against the general public, the market psychology. They're on an 8-game losing streak. Yeah, you can't do it. I think San Diego's the play. I think under is the play too. I think San Diego under, but does that site show the consensus on the total too? Is the betting public all over the under? If they're on the over, then the under is a good play. But if they're on the under, then it's a pass. I just don't want to be on the same wavelength of the market psychology. I just don't want to. I don't want to be part of that. Hey, I don't want to be part of that crowd. No offense. I just don't want to be part of the rat trap. There's Daryl Turner's other brother, Daryl. Yeah, good morning, Ron in the bullpen. Yeah, good morning, Daryl. Hey, good morning, Daryl. I was going to give you a good morning Vietnam right there, but it's 11:24. It's not good morning. Hey, unless you're on the West Coast, Daryl, you get one. But if you're on the East Coast, I got to say good afternoon. Come on, man. We're almost done the show. Hey, put on the board, Hawk. Where's my Hawk?
You can put it on the board. Yeah.
All right, last game of the day, and we are going to go to San Francisco, Oracle Park, where San Francisco is going to send Kyle Harrison up against the old veteran Charlie Morton. Charlie Morton 6-7, 4.47 ERA. Kyle Harrison 6-5, 4.08 ERA. And looking at the public on the under and Pirates, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. All right, let me see here. Minus 108, 8 is the total. And we do like San Francisco, Atlanta, 4.71, 4.25, the over-under, 8.96. So we have this game going over the total. And Atlanta, let me see here, Atlanta. Big win last night, 1-0. What a pitching duel that was, eh? What a great game. All right, minus 108, yeah. So San Francisco is the favorite. I kind of like Atlanta here. I like the old veteran up against Kyle Harrison. I was on the Kyle Harrison bandwagon for a while, but I jumped off. Yeah. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm going San Francisco. I think that's a pretty balanced one. I think the betting public's going to go with... I think they're going to go with 52% Atlanta. What's the splits on that? I bet you, are they on Atlanta? I'm pretty sure they are. And let me see here, the over-under. Let me see what Charlie did his last outing. Hey, Charlie. Charlie Morton, 6-7, 4.47. All right, let's see here. Oh boy, only lasted 2 innings against Milwaukee. 9 hits, 8 runs. You know what? A good veteran like that, he'll bounce back. I like that. All right, Kirk, I like that.
You like that? You like that?
I do. Give me Atlanta over San Francisco, and you can put it on the board, Hawk.
You can put it on the board. Yeah.
All right, there you have it. That's the baseball recap of the day. All right, so I like Baltimore under. Braves 89% of the money. Wow, holy cow! Really, 89%.
Holy cow!
I'm way off on that one. I guess that's like Atlanta now the Dallas Cowboys of the betting public. What the hell? Hey, that's a high percentage. Don't you guys think that's high? 89% against San Francisco. And you know what? San Francisco, I thought they were playing some good baseball right now. Let me see here. Last 10 games, 6-4. Atlanta 3-7. Man, I don't get that. I do not get that. All right, anyways, just a little recap. I'm going to go Baltimore under. I like the Cubbies. I think the over at Philadelphia is where you want to get the money. I like Detroit. Cincinnati under is where I lean. Houston, no, we got no problem. We got Yusei Kikuchi going today. New York Mets, I do like that. Texas plus 1.5 runs, thanks to my good friend who persuaded me on that, Jerry Davis. Kansas City plus 1.5 runs. LA Dodgers, I do like that. I'm taking another shot. This is strictly a gambling Chicago White Sox. No, no deep dive into algorithms in this one. This is just strictly a bet against the public play. LA Angels, plus 1.5 runs. I'm going over Colorado, Arizona. I like San Diego. And let me see here. I said give me Atlanta over the San Francisco Giants. And at the end of the day, Hawk, you can put these on the board.
You can put it on the board, yeah!
All right, there's only one thing left to do, and let's talk about the 80% Club stats brought to you by the Raymond Report. Again, you can get the Raymond Report each and every day right here at ATSstats.com. $4.99. Come and kick the tires for a 1-week membership at ATSstats.com.
We're talking about practice. Not a game. We're talking about practice. Practice, man. I mean, how silly is that?
Yeah, not silly at all, Alan, because we are talking about the 80% Club stats brought to you by the Raymond Report. And did you know that whenever the Chicago Cubs are a road team and they're coming off an American League Central Division opponent the last 2 years, the over has cashed 16 out of 18 tickets. That's good for 88%. It's almost a mic drop off right there. The over 10-2 for the Pittsburgh Pirates as a road team coming off a 4-game road trip the last 10 years. I don't know about that stat. I'll have to take a double look at that one. The Marlins, 24-4-1 to the under. The under is 4 overs, 24 unders, 1 push for the Miami Marlins as a road team in the month of August the last 2 years. Yeah, I guess the offense goes on strike. The Yankees, 19-4 as a road team, coming off a left-handed pitcher this year. Cleveland Guardians, 14-3 as a home team, coming off a game that went over this season. Let's take a look at the old 80% Club stats. I like these ones better. I don't know about you guys, but I love the old school stats here. All right, let me take a look here. Baltimore, whenever Washington's a road underdog against Baltimore, 2-13 last 15 games. Wow. Holy cow. Hey, Harry? Where's my Harry Carey?
Holy cow!
All right, let me see. What else do we got here? Toronto, New York. The New York Mets as a favorite against Oakland, 13-3 straight up. The Cubbies, anytime the Chicago Cubs are a road team versus non-division opponent and they're facing an American League Central Division opponent coming off an over and they're coming off a road loss as a favorite, 10-1 straight up in the next game. Kansas City as a pick on the 120 road favorite, totals between 8.5 and 9 after a division game, 2-9 to the under. Yeah, I got a lot of under here on Kansas City. The New York Yankees as a minus 300 or more road favorite during the night game, second game of the series, 13-3. 3 losses, so you say we got a chance. I like that. All right, and the final one here. Let's go to Atlanta, a team that I like tonight. Anytime they're a favorite, last 2 years, coming off an under, and they won their last game by 1 run, and they are 2-1 last 3 games. They are 9-2 in the next game. Give me the Atlanta Braves tonight over the San Francisco Giants. All right, woo! Hey, what a show! I like that show.
You like that?
I did like it.
You like that?
What'd you guys think? Good show today? I think it was a good show. Hey, it's a really big shoe. Yankees might lose again, says Daryl Turner. Yeah, you know what? I'm betting against the betting public on that one. Opinions on Orioles over and Braves, says Daryl Turner. That's why I like the Braves. And Red Sox could win again tonight. Yeah, you know what? It's not that bad. All right, guys, have yourself a great Ruby Tuesday. I'll be back on a Wacky Wednesday with another edition of the Rain Report. Again, don't forget, hey, I forgot to tell you guys, don't forget, sign up at the World Series of Handicapping Pro Football Contest. Yeah, don't wait up to the last minute. This is a free contest sponsored by SportsHub.com. And if you win the contest, you win the Barron Championship ring. Ring number 13 will be handed out this year. That's right. We've given out 12 of these beauties. And all you got to do is sign up at the World Series of Handicapping.com. Make 7 picks each and every week. Rank those picks 1 unit to 7 units, sides or totals. And if you are standing at the end with the most units, you will win the Barron Championship ring courtesy of SportsHub.com. All right, guys. Hey, you know what? Have yourself a great rest of your day. And again, I'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the Rain Report. Harry Carey.
Hello again, everybody. Harry Carey from Wrigley Field on a beautiful day for baseball.
To be the man, you've got to beat the man.
Joe owned the Chiefs.
Owns.
I don't know.
Struggling.
Can we have fun? You're damn right. I demand that we have fun.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
Straight cash, homie.
Holy cow!
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
What the hell's going on out here? Woo! 'cause Stone Cold said so.
Let's go to eat a goddamn snack.
Hey now, would you look over there? Big red lips and long blonde hair. Say, come here, baby, let me get you stare. Like the way you walk over there. Hey now, would you look over there? Long black boots and long hair. Say, come here, baby, let me get you stare. Like the way you walk over there. Ain't no girl like that. I just want to talk to you. Come on, let's drive around. Take the top down, fool around. Come on, let's drive around. Take the top down, fool around. Hey!
Yeah, baby.
Our formula is this. We go out and hit people in the mouth.
Big red lips and long blonde hair. Say, come here, baby, let me get you a stare. Like the way you walk when you walk over there.
Hey, baby!